Hi, folks. It's time to dust off the good old tier list. This time on a very special assignment from Nordland County Municipality, who also happen to be my employer. We host this event called Marked for Musikk next week. So I want to show all the attendants what the music scene in Bodø is all about. Thought that might be cool. So let's get started. First off, there are a couple of non-negotiables on this list, and they belong in an entirely separate tier. And that's Halvdan Sivertsen and Terje Nilsen. Regardless of who of them you prefer, do not mess around. Do not mess with them. Do not. Please.
Når sommerdagen ligger over landet. Ta den tida du tror du trenger. Jeg venter gjerne. For den som venter på noe godt.
Okay, so this is an important edit. After recording the footage yesterday and watching it back, I realized that my list was basically all dudes, which is kind of embarrassing and, doesn't reflect Bodø as a music town at all. So my apologies, and, please consider artists like Carolina Eileen, probably the most streamed songwriter from Bodø of all time. She has written songs for Dua Lipa, among many others. We also have Maud, a new exciting electronica artist from Bodø as well. S. The amazing folk singer and fiddle player Susanne Lundeng. She also belongs on a list like this. Eva Trones, who has played and performed songs by Terje Nilsen and her own material. She needs to be here. We also have the good old Black Morning with the late June Corneliussen on vocals. Amazing band. And in modern times, we also have Emma Snoen, who is set to release some new material pretty soon, I think. And also the new wave of bands from Bodø with women in the lineup. Here's Diffusion. And here's Barne Vennlig. So yeah, the playlist should reflect this to a bigger extent than the video. And yeah, enough said, they easily belong in the top tier. Going back to the 60s, the pop scene was perhaps highlighted by the band 126, fronted by Asa Krogtoft, and their song Graveyard Paradise from 1967, voted second best Norwegian melody ever by Dagbladet in 2015, only beaten by this guy, Alf. Easily S tier. Here's Asa. Full disclosure, I once played with Asa. Awesome guy.
The holy call of justice to a meeting in the night. They do not talk, they do not smile, they think.
Moving on, the 80s had some very interesting pop bands as well, perhaps spearheaded by Glass. This bunch, it's an S, and Cakewalk. Great stuff. S tier, who am I to argue? And in modern times, Bodø, you had a famous Bodø wave of pop music around 2010 with artists like Cole the Mailman here, And where did it go? There they are. Okay. And the Bendik. And even this guy, Sondre Justa, even though it took some time for his career to really take off. Yeah, they belong in the S tier. And for the last couple of years, pop bands like Regnvær, Rainy Weather, and Virkelig, Real have they have put Bodø in the spotlight and on the airwaves. But Bodø has had so much more than simple pop bands throughout the years. What about reggae? And Irie Darlings, who went to Jamaica and recorded an album there in '94. Easy S tier. And the late Bjørn Jervås of Irie Darlings, he founded the band Manna, who remains active to this day, and you know, I'm just gonna put them in the S. You know. The hardcore punk scene in Bodø has also played an important part. The infamous Bodø Hardcore Festival paved the way. Here's the Bodø Hardcore Festival on the list. Bands like The Spectacle, they are an S tier band. There you go. And Beyond the Fences, and many more came out of that scene. And the members from some of these bands are still active today, with bands like Kolwitz, I guess, and Reaping Flesh. I also have to mention hip-hop. Some would perhaps argue that Tungt Vann is not actually a Bodø project, but I beg to differ. Jørgen Noreng from Ørnes, outside of Bodø, was arguably the first to show the nation that hip-hop in Norwegian could actually sound good. And Jørgen is a hip-hop legend today, who still writes amazing verses. And yeah, S tier. I should also mention Tobax, a beatmaker known for his remixes and collaboration with RSP. S tier. Bring it on. And we even have jazz. Who would have thought? Tor Johansen here from Tverlandet. I'll put him in the S's. And he's a safe bet in the S tier, I think. And then there's the pianist Jan Gunnar Hoff, who has released many amazing albums and still plays, still performs. He also belongs there, I think. Classical music. Bodø's got you covered. From Fridtjof Andersen back in the 19th century to the Lille Bjerka family today. We, you know, they are what S tiers are made of, these guys. We also have a rich noise music scene with Ronny Wærnes here and Tores Tamland. And the Nødutgang Festival, Emergency Exit Festival, joining the S ranks. It's getting crowded in the S's, but that's Bodø for you. And we also have Iskall, the metal band. Put them there in the S tier. They belong there. And, you know, even sleazy rock bands, Trouble Circus, Riot Act. They might not be active today, but they sure made an impression. Yeah, I think that's it. I have also made a playlist for you guys to enjoy. You can check out some of these artists and bands. I might have forgotten some deep cuts, and you would have to excuse me, but that's the way it goes. But yeah, welcome to Bodø, and enjoy the music. Have fun. Take care. See you soon.